Hello friends, I'm kannada Agni and welcome to the part 2 of the trailer breakdown of the movie Avane Srimannarayana. Thanks a ton for the support and the overwhelming response you have given on the first video and encouraging me for making this one. If you have not watched the first video, I have put the link in the description below. You can watch it. If you have already watched it, then be ready to find out some new information that will definitely surprise you. As many of you have suggested, I am making this video in English so that this can reach a wider set of audience. Without wasting any time, let's get into the review. The first one we are going to discuss about is a cool fun fact that actually shows how much attention to detail has gone into making this movie and the trailer. Every time I saw this scene, I thought there might be something hidden here. But I couldn't find anything. So I realized, okay, it's just a cool dolly shot going into the hand. But in one particular angle, you can clearly see hands up written on the barrel. I know you might not believe me, but if you zoom in closely and see, the words are clear, hands up. Amazing hidden information, isn't it? This newspaper article here has way more information than you can even imagine. The first one is joining the dots to find a number. Yeah, I was jobless and I was joining the dots. So this is the number I got. The number is 6. And then I started wondering, what is 6? What is the importance of this number 6? Because it didn't come up anywhere in the trailer. And then I had to watch it closely and that's when it struck. Let's look at this particular sequence. There are 6 people lined up for killing. Let's go back to another scene. Let's count here. How many people are actually in makeup sitting there to be killed? 6 people. That's when I thought the number 6 hidden there is actually or maybe pointing to these 6 people. Coming back to the article here, it has another information which says contact Lakshmi Studios for wedding photography or videography. And then I went back to the trailer again. Here you can see Sanvi's assistant carrying the camera, which means it is Sanvi Studio and it says Lakshmi Studio, so Sanvi is Lakshmi here. The newspaper article gives these two information together. Is there a link between Sanvi and these 6 people? Is there any link between these 6 people, Sanvi, and the treasure that they are searching for? Amazing hint here. The next one is another fun fact. If you see in this sequence, there are 4 10,000 rupee notes. If you zoom in closely, you can actually see it's 10,000 rupee notes. That's when I started wondering, was there ever a 10,000 rupee note in India? Yes, and then I got this on internet. Can you notice? It's the same note. Probably there is just one 10,000 rupee note on the internet and that's what is used in the trailer. Another piece of information which may not be useful is that this movie might be set between 1949 and 1970 because that is when 10,000 rupee note was in use. One of the major piece of information that we revealed in the previous analysis was the fact that Rakshith Shetty might be narrating most of the story and not be part of it. When I went back and looked into the trailer, there were so many instances that prove this. Let's look at this sequence. Rakshith Shetty barges in through the door, starts talking. But no one else notices him. No one else even turns back. Why would you not turn back when someone comes in through the door? Which means that he might not be there. It's a sequence that has happened and Rakshith Shetty is narrating. And look at the way Rakshith Shetty addresses. He is addressing us and not anyone in the scene, which may be proving that he is narrating the story and not part of the story. Another major sequence that proves this fact is the action sequence that comes towards the end. It was so amazing and engrossing that I completely missed this fact. Let's look at this one closely. Rakshith Shetty comes in, kills 2 people and then starts shooting others. But do you notice anything unusual here? No one else is shooting at Rakshith Shetty. They are pointing the gun in a completely different direction. Not just this scene, if you see the entire action sequence, no one is pointing the gun towards Rakshith Shetty, but they are fighting with someone else. Who is that someone else? Let's not worry about that now, but one thing is sure, they are not shooting Rakshith Shetty, which might prove the fact that he is not there, he is just narrating. There are so many sequences in the trailer where Rakshith Shetty does not gel into the background, which looks like superimposed, which also proves the fact that he is narrating. But there might be one twist here. This might be done only for a trailer's sake. He might be narrating the trailer to us, but the story might be completely different and completely disprove the fact that he is narrating. I had to go back to the teaser and watch it again just to make sure that I was not missing any information. You know what? I was missing information. If you see this here in the teaser too, There is a character that actually comes multiple times. In this sequence, he is being crucified here, like he has done a mistake. If you see here, he's actually in a jail in an underground. If we come back to the trailer, Rakshith Shetty finds someone in the underground and asks, "Who are you? Is this the guy? Is there any relevance between this guy, the loot, and Rakshith Shetty?" There are so many questions that are not answered. This seems to be a pivotal action sequence in the movie because there is a lot of information here. If you look closely, you can see that there is the treasure box right there in the middle. So is this the climax sequence where they actually get the loot? Or is this the sequence where the treasure is actually getting lost in the movie? Or is that the box where Rakshith Shetty was trapped? Doesn't matter what it is, this sequence right here is quite important and has a very big twist in the movie. The fire in this action sequence can actually be related to the teaser sequence where Rakshith himself is setting the place on fire. This is something that we had discussed in the last video. There are 3 cards here, A, J and Q, and the missing card that I thought was K, which was Rakshith Shetty. But on close analysis, I could see that he's not the king here, he's actually the Joker. That is because if you see the title rolling, you can see the Joker card flying into the title, and that is where Rakshith Shetty comes in. He's the Joker, he's the trump card, the volatile element in this movie. He can be with anyone, player 1 or 2 and the love interest at any point of time, and you wouldn't know. He's the Jack Sparrow of this particular movie. That's it for this episode. I hope you liked this one. I hope you enjoyed this one. My main intention is to create enough curiosity to watch the movie and not to spoil the movie. And I hope you understand this. If you enjoyed this review, please click like, click share and click subscribe and support me as well. Thanks for watching the review.